Hey, welcome everybody. We are replaying the 1973 World Series between the New York Mets and the Oakland A's. Welcome to Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. And today's starters are going to be for the Mets. It's John Matlack. And John Matlack was 14 and 16 with a 3.20 ERA in 34 starts. For the A's, it's going to be Kenny Holzman, who was 21 and 13 with a 2.97 ERA in 40 starts. And you can see that there. There you go. All right, so we're going to get started right away, and it's going to be Kenny Holzman against the top of the order for the Mets. The Mets are going to be bringing Wayne Garrett, Felix Millan, and Willie Mays, the Say Hey kid, in the last season, in his last few games, actually. So let's get started here. And I don't know how much the glare is going to play a role in what we're doing here today, but we're going to play it through and see how it goes. You are watching this live, warts and all. No production value at all. Just throwing it all out there. Let's see. All right. It's going to be off Holzman's card. It's a 5-2, and a 5-2 is a fly ball center field. So one away. Throwing out the first ball today was Hank Aaron. And Willie Mays got a huge standing ovation as well. And it's going to be Felix Millan. It's going to be a 5-4. So again, it's off Holzman's card. A 5-4 is going to be catcher card 2. Now, don't really know what any of the numbers are here today. Haven't written anything out. So Fosse is going to be a 2 catcher. So we're going to put that in. He's a 2 catcher, and we rolled a 13. And that's going to be a pass ball followed by a foul out. So it's nobody's on base, so it's a foul out. So that's 2 outs now. Hey there. How you doing? SOM Delaware. Don't often get to, I've been under the weather a little bit, so I've been doing a lot of production value with those 15-minute videos. So you don't, I'm feeling a little bit better today. Okay, here we got Willie Mays against Holzman. The dice are flying all over the place. 6-8 again off Holzman's card. 6-8, and that's a pop-up to the right side, and that's going to be Tennis. He calls everybody off, takes it himself, and that's 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Yeah, if you listen to the last couple of videos that I did, man, I was like a dead man walking. I was like a zombie corpse, right? Doing running these tabletop games that I love to do. All right, it's going to be Bert Campaneris versus John Matlack. And the dice continue to fly all over town. All right, bringing it back to the. So I wonder if we should have something called foul dice, right? When it flies off the table or off the general playing surface. 1-3, right? 1-3. It's off Campaneris. 1-3 pop-up 5. I don't know if you've seen in the previous year 72 World Series when Campaneris, I believe it's Campaneris who loses it and throws his bat, right? Throws his bat at the pitcher. I can't remember who it was, and he gets suspended for 3 games. Pretty crazy. So let's see. I have a couple of unusual angles here because of my camera's run out of battery, so I had to plug it into the wall. It's gonna be Joe Rudy, and it's gonna be a 1-7. 1-7 is a strike 3, so that's 2 outs now for Matlack. It's gonna be Sal Bando. Sal Bando, third baseman that went on to play with the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-3. It's going to be a 5-2-3 out. You got it. And, okay, so we go to the top of the second, no score. And it's going to be Cleon Jones. And it's going to be off of Holzman's card. Let's see if we can get this in a better position. It's all right. 4-10. Be a fly ball, right field. And in right field today, it's going to be Alou. And that's one away. John Milner's up next. Okay. Technical difficulties as the die goes rolling off the table. And it's a 3-5. And off Milner's card, let's take a look at that. What that's going to be all about. A 3-5 is a ball 4. So he's on with a walk. And it's going to be Jerry Grody, the batter. And it's a 3-5 again. And that's going to be a line drive base hit. Single for Grody. And Milner, 1-15. He's going to try for third, and he makes it easily. So we got first and third. In the top of the second, the Mets have they're threatening. And it's Don Hahn. Yeah, that's true. That's what I got to do. Don Hahn. First and third. Infield's back. 2-6. 2-6 is a ground ball to the third baseman. He throws over to second, back to first, and it's a 5-4-3 double play. Ends the inning, and the Mets leave 2, score none. We go to bottom of the second. And now it's going to be number 44. I'm not even sure if he was. I know him as number 44 with the Yankees. I'm not sure if he was number 44 with the A's. But it's Reggie Jackson. 3-4. 3-4 with Jackson is a deep fly ball, sending the right fielder for the Mets, Hahn, back to the track, to the fence, and he makes the catch right at the fence. My goodness gracious. Jackson has some kind of power. Gene Tennis, the hero of last year's World Series, 6-3. And that's going to be off Matlack. A 6-3 is going to be a ground ball first baseman X, Milner. And we're going to be pulling these as we go. Milner is a 4. We rolled a 6. So that's going to be a single, a ball that Milner should have gotten to, but just didn't because he doesn't have the mobility. So Tennis is on at first. And it's Alou, Jesus Alou. And it's 4-10. It's a fly ball, shallow right field. Back goes the second baseman. In comes Hahn. Hahn patch, 2 away. Tennis is still on at first. And it's Ray Fosse. Ray Fosse, how did he do? Batted .256, 23 doubles, 2 triples, and 7 home runs. Drove in 52. 5-4. That's going to be strike 3. And that's a second strikeout for Matlack. We go to the top of the third, no score. I expect this to be a low-scoring game. That's what I'm expecting. But you never know. It's a 1-6. A 1-6 is a split die. It's a line drive base hit for Buddy Harrelson. Hit hard, but it was quickly cut off by the center fielder, number 44, Reggie Jackson. Had it gone by him, it would have gone for a triple for sure. John Matlack. Matlack is a 2-hitter. Oh no, he's a number 2 hitter. So we're going to pull up the number 2 card. Going to roll on that. And it's going to be a 5-8. That's off Holzman. 5-8. This is going to be a line out. Caught by Green. So a line out. Don't really know why he didn't bunt. I guess he messed up on the signs. All right, around first. Harrelson's on at first. What kind of base stealers Harrelson? He's a C. Well, he's not going to be going. And it's a 4-3 again off Holtzman's card. A 3 is a fly ball, right field X, and in right field is Alou. Alou is a right fielder 4. And we rolled an 18, 4, 18, and let's roll again. That's a 9, and that's going to be a ball that drops in, and he kicks it away, and it goes into the corner. And it looks like Garrett is going to end up at third, and that's going to score Harrelson. And that's a triple, and the scorekeeper is going to give him a triple on that. That's a questionable call there. And it's Felix Mian. The Mets are up 1-0 right now in the top of the third inning. And it's Felix Mian with Garrett on at third and only 1 out. Infield is going to be playing back for the A's, still early in the game. This will be a 6-9, a 6-9. This will be a ground ball to shortstop X. Let's take and see what Campaneris is. Campaneris is a 2 shortstop. We rolled a 10. A 2-10. This will be a ball that Campaneris handles easily, and he throws it, but way over the head of the first baseman, Tennis, and Tennis has to go chasing it down, and in comes Garrett with the second run, and it's a 2-base error on the shortstop, Campaneris. Wow. So the Oakland A's defense is really falling apart. So now Felix Mian on its second on a 2-base error by Campaneris. And wow, and I actually put that he was. I'm going to fill that in. All right, so that's a second run for the Mets here. Should be 2 errors, but the scorekeeper gave Garrett a triple on that first one. Okay, here's Mays with a runner on second base. Only 1 out here in the top of the third inning. It's 1-8. I'm sorry, 2-8. And it's a high pop-up to the right side. It's the second baseman, Green. He's calling everybody off, and he makes that catch. So now there's 2 away. And it's Cleon Jones. Cleon Jones did not have the year that he had in 1969 when he batted .340. He batted .260. I don't know if you can see that. He batted .260 with 13 doubles, 0 triples, and 11 home runs in about half a season. Yogi Berra is the manager of this Mets team. It was Gil Hodges in 1969. And it's a 5-8. It's a 5-8, and that's going to be a line out to the second baseman for the third out. So the Mets come up with 2 big runs, and we go to the bottom of the third. The Mets 2 and the A's nothing. And it's going to be Dick Green, Holtzman. Holtzman's who's a 1 batter. And then the leadoff, Campaneris. And it's a 3-7. A 3-7 is going to be a fly ball left field. 1 away. And left is Jones. It should be the pitcher now. Pitcher 1 card. Let's get that there. Pitcher 1 card. And it's a 4-7 off Matlack. 4-7 is a ground ball, easy. 1 hopper to the second baseman. Second out. And we go to the top of the order, Campaneris, who popped up his first time at bat. And it's a 6-9. A 6-9 is going to be a line drive base hit for Campy. And he's always a threat to steal. And there he goes. And he's in at second safely. Wow, that was quick. He didn't even think about that. Didn't even wait for the sign. Just took off. Two outs. Runner on second. Joe Rudi. Joe Rudi batted .270 in 25 doubles, 1 triple, 12 home runs, 66 RBIs. And he signed a big free agent contract. I don't know if those numbers demand a big free agent contract. 1-8, 1-8, hard hit, one hopper, shortstop. Harrelson across the diamond to Milner. And the ace strand won. And we go to the top of the fourth, 2-0 Mets. All right, it's Kenny Holtzman. Looks in for the sign. Milner. The pitch, the swing. It's going to be a 2-6. That ball is lined. Caught by the second baseman, Green. One away. Grody from Holtzman. He swings. One hopper to third baseman, Bando. Over to first, 2 away. And Don Hahn hit into a double play last at bat. 112. It's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman again. Bando, third out. Go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Mets. Okay, it's going to be Sal Bando against John Matlack. It's a 6-6, strike 3. Bando's out on strikes. And that's his 1, 2, 3, third strikeout. Reggie Jackson. You know, Reggie Jackson might have been a 9 on the A's, now that I'm thinking about it. Could have been a 9 on the A's, and then he got 44 when he went to the Yankees and so forth. I think he played 1 year with Baltimore. 4-9. So that's going to be, again, off Matlack. 4-9 is going to be a split die, power shot. That swung, hit way back. Let's see where that's going to end up. And that's going to be off the wall for a double. Jackson's going to make it to second base with a head-first slide, and the throw is just a little bit late. And Jackson hits a double off the wall with 1 out, and he stands at second base, and now it's going to be Gene Tennis. So here is a ground ball, and that's to the second baseman, Mian. Sure hands Mian, throws him out. Jackson over to third, second out. And Jesus Alou, what kind of hitter is Jesus Alou in 1973? He batted .306, I believe that says, with 3 doubles, 0 triples, and 1 home run. He had 108 at bats. Jesus Alou, one of the Alou brothers. He flew out in his first at bat, and it's a 1-7. A 1-7 is going to be a line drive base hit, and in comes Jackson, the first Oakland run, RBI single for Alou, and he's at first base. Matlack looks in for the sign, sets and deals. Ray Fosse swings and misses. Strike 3. Fourth strikeout for Matlack, and the end of the fourth inning. And now it's 2-1 Mets. We go to the top of the fifth. Pretty good game here today. Bud Harrelson against Kenny Holtzman. Bud Harrelson singled last at bat and scored a run. Say 1-6 for Kenny Holtzman. That's a split die, and that's a ball pulled down the line. And that's going to bounce around in there. And Bud Harrelson is going around second. Here's the throw to third, and he slides under the tag. He's safe for a triple. A triple for Buddy Harrelson. My goodness, he's 2 for 2. Man, he can challenge for the batting title if he hit the whole season like he's hitting in this game. And now it's going to be John Matlack, who I believe is a 2. Let's see if we can find that card. Yeah, there it is. He's a 2 batter. We're on third. See what happens. It's a 2-2. And that's going to be a foul out. Pop-up behind the plate. And the catcher, Fosse, corrals it. That's 1 away. Wayne Garrett now with Harrelson at third. So 1-11. It's a ground ball, hard hit at the second baseman. The infield's back, so that's going to get Harrelson in. RBI grounder for the second out. Mets have one here in the top of the 5th inning. It's 3-1 now, Mets. This will be Felix Mian. And it's 3-6, and that's going to be a line drive caught by the third baseman. Bando made a nice catch there. And that's the 3rd out. Mets get one in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, and it's 3-1 Mets. John Matlack is going to pitch to Dick Green, the pitcher, Holtzman, and then Campaneris. Green is 0 for 1. It's a 3-9er, and that's going to be a split die, line drive, base hit, single for Green. He's on at first. Holtzman is going to quickly bunt, and that's a 10. Batter safe at first. He fails to bunt the runner across the second safely. So that's an epic fail. Holtzman's on at first on a fielder's choice. And it's going to be Bert Campaneris. Bert Campaneris is 1 for 2, single and stole a base in his last at bat. And it's a 3-8. A 3-8 is a high fly to the left side. That's in foul territory. And that's going to be Garrett. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And it's going to be Joe Rudy, who's 0 for 2 on the day. And it's a 2-8. And that's going to be a ball that's hit well into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Cutting it off is the center fielder, Mays. He gets it back in. And coming around third. Hold on a second. We have to see. That's a 2-8. Is that a split die? And coming around third is going to be Holtzman. And he scores, and that's a double for Rudy, an RBI double for Joe Rudy. Holtzman scores all the way from first base. And it's 3-2 A's. So with 2 outs, Joe Rudy hits a gapper, and that scores Holtzman. And the Oakland A's are within 1 run of the Metsies, of the Amazons, here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's going to be Sal Bando with the tying run at second base. Here's the pitch from John Matlack. It's a 1-4. It's a swing, a grounder hit back to Matlack. Matlack picks it up over to first, and that's the 3rd out. So the A's pick up 1 in the bottom of the 1st, and it's 3-2, and we go to the top of the 6th inning. All right, Willie Mays. Willie Mays against Kenny Holtzman. 3-2, top of the 6th to score. Mets up by 1. And it's going to be 3, the pitch and the swing. It's a ground ball hit at Campaneris. Campaneris handles it easily over to first, 1 away. Cleon Jones, who's 0 for 2, popped up and lined out. Flied out and lined out. And it's swung on. And that's a foul ball. The next pitch is ball 4. He's on base. John Milner. Cleon Jones, let's see what kind of, no speed at all. He's an E, actually. John Milner, it's swung on. It's off Holtzman's card, and that's a line drive base hit single. And will Jones try for third? Yes, he will, and he's going to make it there. So it's first and third, runners on the corners for the Metsies with 1 out. Here in the top of the 6th, it's going to be Jerry Grody, the batter. Grody's 1 for 2. Infield's still back. It's 6-4. 6-4 is a ground ball to Bando X. And Sal Bando is a 2 third baseman. And we rolled a 20. That's probably going to be a roll again. And it is. It's a 17. And that's going to be a 5-4-3 double play, ending the inning. So the A's get out of that one. And we go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 3-2. Reggie Jackson. Pitch from Matlack. It's a 4-7. A 4-7 is going to be a ground ball, second baseman X. Let's see what Mian is. Mian had a pretty good fielding season. He's a 2. Okay, and we rolled a 15. A 15-2 is a ball that's booted. So it's a ball that's booted by Mian. And Jackson's, who is an A steal rating, is on at first, and he's going to go. And the throw from Grody gets him. He's out at second base. So 1 away, and Tennis is batting. And they swung on by Tennis. And it's a ground ball hit back to Matlack. Throws over to first, and that's a second out. And it's Jesus Alou. Here's the pitch from Matlack. It's a 5-10. Catcher's card X, and Grody, again, another pretty decent, he's a 1 catcher. Gold glove catcher. And we rolled a 7. And that's going to be a dribbler out in front of the plate. Grody jumps up, grabs it over to first, and that's the third out. And we head to the top of the 7th, 3-2 Metsies. Holtzman's still in there for the A's. It's going to be the bottom of the order for the Mets. Hahn is 0 for 2 on the day. And it's a 4-7. A 4-7 is a line drive caught by the third baseman Bando. 1 away. And Buddy Harrelson, who's 2 for 2, is a single and tripled. And that's a 3-10. A 3-10 is a fly ball, shallow left. Rudy, 2 away. And it's going to be Matlack, who's a 2. Matlack, who's a 2. It's going to be off Holtzman's card, 5-7. Ground ball, second base X. Second baseman is Green. What is Green? Green is a 2. We rolled a 14. 14-2. Easy out. 4-3. Third out. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 3-2 Mets. It's going to be Ray Fosse against Johnny Matlack. Ray Fosse against Matlack. And it's a 4-3. It's going to be off Matlack's card, and that's a fly ball right field X. And Hahn, we haven't looked at what he is today. Hahn is a right field 2. Staub is usually in right field, but he injured his shoulder in the first part of the playoffs. So it's a 14 on right fielder 2. 14. That's going to be an out. Ball Hahn gets to. 1 away. It's going to be Dick Green now. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Matlack is a 2 on defense. We rolled a 20. We're going to have to roll again, most likely. And we will. It's a 13. And that's going to be a ball that Matlack handles easily over to first. But, oh, no, he throws way over the head of the first baseman, Milner. And Hahn in right field is going to have to chase that down. And they get it in. And they're going to keep Holtzman's going to stop at second base. A 2-base error on, the pitcher, Matlack. And it's going to be Bert Campaneris with Holtzman at second base, the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. This is going to be a 5-7. It's going to be off Matlack's card. A 5-7 is fly ball, shallow center. In comes the center fielder, Mays. Back goes the shortstop, Harrelson. Who's going to get it? And Mays makes the catch. Third out. They leave one on. Still 3-2, going to the 3-2 Mets, going to the top of the 8th inning. It's going to be Wayne Garrett, Felix Mian, and Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid. Here's the pitch from Holtzman. Say 1-7. A 1-7 is a ground ball to Bando. Bando whips it across the diamond, 1 away. Felix Mian. Pitch from Holtzman, the swing. Lined, caught by Bando at third, 2 away. And this Say Hey Kid is up. Say Hey Kid is 0 for 3. And it's 6-5. 6-5. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And I believe that's Holtzman's first strikeout of the game. Is that possible? Very possible. And that's the end of 7.5 innings of play. Mets 3 and the A's 2. It's going to be Joe Rudy, Sal Bando, and number 44. It's a 4-5. It's going to be off Matlack's card. A 4-5 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's Matlack's 5th strikeout of the game for the first out. Sal Bando. Sal Bando is 0 for 3, grounded out twice and struck out. And it's a 5-9er. 5-9er is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 6th strikeout for Matlack. And it's Reggie Jackson. Jackson is 1 for 3. He doubled, scored a run, and he also reached second on an error. He reached first on an error, but then was thrown out trying to steal. And it's 2-3. The pitch swung on, ground ball hit right at Mian. He handles that easily for the 3rd out. Of the bottom of the 8th, we go to the top of the 9th. 3-2 Mets in Game 1 of the 1973 World Series here in Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. It's going to be Cleon Jones facing Kenny Holtzman, the southpaw. And it's a 5-9. A 5-9 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out. John Milner. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Goes down on strikes. And Jerry Grody. Jerry Grody is 1 for 3 on the day. And here's the pitch and swings and line drive. Base hit. Single. 2nd hit of the day for Grody. He's on at first. This will be Don Hahn. Don Hahn is 0 for 3. And it's a 2-5, swing and a miss to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Matlack is still in there. And in the 9th, it's going to be Gene Tennis, Jesus Alou, and Ray Fosse for the A's. Be off Matlack's card, a 4-2. A 4-2 is a ground ball to Mian. Mian flips it over to Milner, 1 away. 3-2 the score here in the bottom of the 9th. 1 out for the A's in Game 1 of the 1973 World Series replay. It's a 4-4. That's going to be off Matlack's card. Again, a ground ball that's chopped to the right side. Mian runs in, 2 away. And it's going to be Ray Fosse. Fosse on the day is 0 for 3, struck out and flied out. John Matlack looks in for the sign, and Ray Fosse calls time and steps out of the box. Okay, so Matlack looks in for the sign. He sets and he deals. Ray Fosse swings. And fouls it off. He fouls it off, and we get another swing. Another chance here, another pitch. And that's ball 4. So with a full count, Ray Fosse makes it to first base. He keeps the A's alive here in the bottom of the ninth. There's 2 outs, and it's Dick Green. We're going to make our first stop action here. We're going to look for a pinch hitter for the A's. Somebody with a little bit of power. Let me see. We got a guy named Darren Johnson sitting here. Darren Johnson. He's got 19 home runs. 19 home runs for Darren Johnson. Let me take a quick peek over here and see if he actually played in this game, because sometimes, let me see quickly. I have it right up here. We had Mangual batted, Mike Andrews pinch hit, Conigliaro pinch. Oh, and he did. Okay, perfect. Darren Johnson batted in this game, so here it comes. Darren Johnson, who hit 19 home runs. He's got a home run on 5, split. He's got a home run on a 9, straight. So he's got a couple of home runs there, but he's going to need a 1 to hit one out here in the bottom of the ninth, and it would be a walk-off victory. So Johnson is going to pinch hit for Green. John for Green. Bottom of the ninth. Matlack is still in there. He's doing a great job. We're not going to switch him. And Johnson is a... What is Johnson? He bats what? Righty. He's a righty batter. Okay. I believe Matlack was a lefty. So it works out. Okay, so here goes. Here's the pitch from Matlack. Johnson swings. It's a 3-8. A 3-8. If you see it, it's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's the 7th strikeout, and that's the ball game. What a beautiful outing for John Matlack. I mean, he was really impressive throughout the game. Really weren't really any huge threats. There were a couple of opportunities, but they were due to errors or misplays by the Mets. But an outstanding outing by John Matlack, who's going to get the win. So Matlack gets the win, and Holtzman gets the loss. And the final here is Mets 3, Oakland 2 in the first game in Oakland of the 1973 World Series replay. And I hope you had a fun time. I'll see you soon. I'll talk to you soon. Don't get a chance to do a lot of these live. It's pretty, especially when my battery was out and I had to have the camera plugged in. I was doing a lot of contortions here. I'm glad it wasn't one of those games where I had to make a lot of changes. All right, guys, so thanks for tuning in and watching it, and I hope you had fun. I try to have fun as much as possible. Take a little break. I'm a little worn out because I'm getting over this cold. That's all right. You can still watch it. You'll have a lot of fun with this one. It moved really fast, and a lot of fun action. I've played this before, so I'm a little bit familiar with the players. So I'm not as bumpy and struggling through the thing, trying to figure out who's playing where and so on and so forth. So anyway, take care, man. I'll see you. I'm going to play a couple more today. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I should be okay to go back to work tomorrow, and I don't want them to miss me too much and get used to being without me over there, because I did take Friday off. And you should hear to the Friday telecasts of the broadcasts of the, I think it was the 1971 World Series, when I'm really, really sick. You got to listen to it just for how hilarious my voice sounds. All right, man. Take care. Be good, guys.